crowd, the Crimson Tide is known for their three-point shooting, and yes, they shoot a lot of threes, but they do so much of that off the dribble drive. So for Purdue, containing the bounce is going to be important, and for Alabama, their pick and roll defense is going to have to be on point. Will be interesting to see how do they guard Braden Smith.
Well, they throw some size at him right away. Latrell Wrightsell, their best shooter, is on him. There's the
Short roll for Trey Kaufman-Renn. He can be very effective at getting to his little mid-range.
Sears with it, went off against Purdue last year for 35 points. Grant Nelson. That's a good look, and Harris with the ball. Big 7'2" Berg wants to get it back to one of his guards. Harris trying to get it to Berg himself.
And this Alabama starting lineup is enormous with Grant Nelson, Jaron Stevenson, Cliff Amore. You got three guys 6'10" or bigger.
Shot clock down to 4. Kaufman-Renn got to let it go. No! Inside at 10 now. Stevenson an open look. Alabama 6'11".
They are enormous.
Both teams committed to playing man defense. Kaufman-Renn against Nelson.
Well, they're letting those guys play. Really physical inside.
Enough in the win Monday night, wants more possessions, more threes.
McNeese did a good job with that press. It slowed them down. They switched everything. McNeese, one of those teams that they're tough off the bounce, but defensively did a good job.
That's why he's missed only one shot this year. And here comes Sears. Now call against.
Getting some good shots from the perimeter, and they're just not able to get him to go early.
Braden Smith had 9 assists on Monday, at 15 in a game. This is Lawyer, a rare miss for him, and a hustle rebound to Harris. Lawyer. Berg. And Matt Painter thinking about the rebounding battle, Robbie, and so far, I know it's early, but they've looked good that way.
And so far, Berg has defended Amore and now been a factor on the offensive boards.
Smith had 22 Monday night. Led the Boilers in every category. There's his first two.
Oh, that's pretty right there. I mean, he gets with that crossover, leaves Amore in the dust and shot glass.
Sears. Wrightsell, their top three-point shooter, guarded by Smith. Shot clock to 8. Blocked by Berg, foul called.
Just keeping the crowd involved in this thing is going to be so big. Here.
And he's got all the points for Alabama so far. What an opportunity for Trey Kaufman-Renn with the ball without Zach Edey. Kick it back inside. Caleb first with his first two. And one.
For these freshmen.
Braden Smith has a bucket and an assist. They get 2 buckets.
But right there, you see the Smiths all the way to the rim.
Miles Colvin is checked in as well. He wears number 5. Matt Painter said he had his best game as a Boilermaker on Monday nights.
Oh, what a pass.
Well, that's another good look inside. And this time, Reed with the finish. 92-86 Boilermakers. Matt Painter said we didn't guard them. They didn't guard us. But we came out with more points. Good offensive board from Kaufman-Renn. And a jump ball.
He is getting some open shots. Alabama giving that up in that drop coverage.
Wrightsell, Reed.
Braden Smith. How about the fact that he's already 25th in Big Ten history in assists, and that's with 2 years to go.
Sears had to go high off the glass. Holloway just checked in. Inside to Nelson for an easy 2.
And they end up in the Final Four.
Tough fade away.
Man, that's pretty good defense. You're right there, but just better offense from Smith.
Phylon, freshman, and 1.
And about what Nate Oates told us today, Paul, he's been a pleasant surprise defensively. And he said,
let me get you 35 a game. Somebody else can play defense.
That's right. What screens.
Oh,
better block
from Mohamed Diabate, who just checked in. They'll play 10, and we've seen them all so far. Aiden Holloway, transfer from Auburn. Phylon gets to the lane. Did not get his second bucket. Diabate foul. 3-point shot back in the day.
He would have scored a lot more points. Gets to the offensive glass, has great size at 6'7", 215, and they like Stevenson. The way he moves his feet, and you said it, he is absolutely enormous, but he can guard guards.
Kaufman-Renn. And a rebound. Mohamed Diabate, he'll go ahead and bring it up. Nate Oates loves how tough and physical he is, but a little out of control. But a block called against Smith. Cox, freshman, tough shot. Got the roll. Shot clock at 9. Phylon, Holloway. Still haven't hit a 3. Colbert.
That's another good look for Alabama.
Reitzel got it. Nice play by the freshman Phylon. Stevenson. Holloway made the non-traditional move from Auburn to Alabama. Shot clock at 5. Diabate for 2.
They have not made them at any type of clip. Wisconsin going to have to handle Arizona's guards. Not much in the summer because of that abdominal injury, but you could certainly tell he looked back to close to 100%.
Exclamation point.
Grant Nelson cannot gamble and fly through that passing lane.
Well, they get that one right away. They get it back.
Shows that speed of Aiden Holloway. These Bama guards are dynamic, and they are always in attack mode.
Right back to Kaufman-Renn.
Oh, what a spin. And that's all he has to do.
Sears has been quiet. Omori's second dunk of the night.
And that's the gravity that Mark Sears presents. You can
get their distance game going, still looking for that first 3. Sears gets the bounce.
Boy, Bama goes back to the same exact play, but there's the strength of Sears on display. He gets Jakari Harris on his back and just never lets him square him up. Look at Reitzel guarding that ball. Purdue's trying to set screens for Braden Smith, and they just can't free him up there.
Lawyer trying to free up. Burgess. Got it.
Well, he can make those.
Mark Sears only 2 points.
What a rebound right there.
By the freshman.
The Purdue has got to match up. They never found a man there. You got Mark Sears just leaking into that play. You can't give him open shots, and then it's got to be a checkout every time.
Purdue has led this entire way. Lawyer finds his shot. Burgess.
He just swung around Amori. Amori just doesn't block out. And the freshman Rowley Burgess, what an impact he's having in this game.
Didn't score against Yale Monday. He already has a 3 and that deuce. Phylon. There's their first 3.
That's a big-time pass, and certainly with Mark Sears there, he's surveying all options. He's looking to score. He's looking to his roll man, Amori, and Purdue helping off Phylon, and Phylon makes him pay.
Braden Smith 6 points already, 4 assists as well. Lawyer often makes that runner. Rebound to Nelson.
You're right. He likes that little runner shot in the lane. Oh, what a hesitation.
Phylon is having a first half.
Boy, that stop and start, the hesitation that he plays with is so hard to guard. It's herky-jerky, but what a talent he is.
Nate Oates didn't want to start freshman, but 3 have already played in his rotation. Smith.
I don't think Smith needs to fade there. I mean, Phylon falls down on the screen, and Braden Smith fading for no reason.
Phylon skip pass to Sears.
Any smash you're getting from 3, and who's shooting him?
Braden Smith hiding. Lawyer loves that shot.
For that reason, it's one of the best shots in basketball. The offensive glass, both teams getting to it.
25% from 3. Just hit his first. Straight up that time.
A good contest. You had Amori up, and then that defender there getting just right back in that picture with Braden Smith.
Sears with 35 in this matchup last year. Now he has 2 buckets here tonight.
The tempo's starting to play in the favor of Alabama. They're starting to find some things in transition, that time on a secondary break.
Trey Kaufman-Renn inside has been on the bench with 2 fouls, has a team-high 9 points.
That physicality, I mean, he just knocks Grant Nelson back there. And if you can take away anything on Trey Kaufman-Renn, you don't want him getting to his right jump hook.
Here's the matchup, Smith against Sears. Clock down to 5.
Oh, good contest there by Bird. Hung in the play.
Reitzel. Phylon. Reed. And 1.
The offensive rebounds are starting to stack for the Crimson Tide. Purdue just not able to shut possessions down. This look in and out. It's Phylon from the point guard position going to get it. And then Darion Reed making his presence felt on the glass. A big-time athlete, big-time recruit, makes a big play there. Look at all that space. They easily could have thrown it over the top to Kaufman-Renn. Nelson's got to take away his left shoulder.
He's been winning right here in this spot. And
well,
again,
I mean, that's what he wants. And Grant Nelson's got to be aware of it.
Reitzel. Alabama had it to within 1. Back the other way.
The season.
Kaufman-Renn working on the jump hook this morning. First thing he did at shoot-around.
Going against Amori is a different beast, and all you got to do is get it on the rim. Alabama really aggressive at trying to block that shot.
And there's a block from Amori. Sears finds the glass.
You got to stop the basketball.
Braden Smith has been quiet after the hot start. And that's a good look to Renn.
A good contest. Amori did a great job of stopping the layup and then getting back to contest that hook.
Reed backdoor cut to Holloway.
Oh, what a finish. And the slip was beautiful there by Aiden Holloway. And then the acrobatic finish.
Kaufman-Renn has attempted 4 of the last 5 shots for Purdue, and he's on the bench right now.
That's illegal. And Cam Heide just never came set there.
Purdue just 1 turnover tonight. 1 minute mark of the first half. Shot clock at 10. Colvin on Sears. Boy, they're making it tough on him. And a foul called against Colvin. Matt Painter said today, talking
Colvin taking an assignment that time. I think Colvin's coming off his best defensive game.
It's an 8:76 coming alive. To shoot.
Ball State. It's kind of a smart play of getting to the body of.
Smith, Lawyer, this will count. Got it.
That means I've got to get out and contest, and it can be a scary thought.
Well, the first half was all about the offense not in transition. Fast break points, 0 for Alabama, 0 for Purdue.
Yeah, that's shocking from an Alabama standpoint. Right. Certainly Nate Oates is going to try to turn that volume up.
Berg has 3 fouls. He just passed off to Kaufman-Renn. He has a pair. Lawyer hit the bucket to end the first half and gets the one to start the second.
Purdue Lawyer encounters that screen, and Sears is wide open.
And coming back, Smith could not answer.
And a great contest from Reitzel. He stayed in that play. That was not an easy shot for Smith.
No call.
I'm okay with that play on.
Reitzel, Phylon. He is the only one who's made a three for Bama right now.
He was 1 of 7 from 3 coming into this.
Kaufman-Renn game high 13 points.
Oh, what a block.
Oh, Morey went up to get it.
Against 99% of players in college basketball, that's a bucket, but not against Cliff Amore.
Reitzel, back-to-back threes for the tie.
You just kind of felt like, Paul, that it was a matter of time before.
So averaging 90 this year. Kaufman-Renn all the way in, kicks it back out to Smith. Shot clock down to 10. Kaufman-Renn, little floater.
Braden Smith sets that table perfectly.
Game high 6 assists for number 3. Back out to Reitzel, new 20 to shoot. Sears guarded by the freshman Harris.
Oh,
misses the jam.
That looks like appreciate Alabama letting us give that a try. I've never seen that thing before.
We're tied for the 5th time here. Kaufman-Renn has 15, best in the game.
With the Amore factor down there, Kaufman-Renn is just not comfortable.
Reitzel, Phylon, back to Reitzel. Sears from way downtown, got it.
He shoots it with some incredible range, and he shoots it easy. Doesn't look like anything on that play.
Smith to Kaufman-Renn.
Good vertical contest, man. Grant Nelson straight up.
Lawyer, Smith. Lawyer. 3 more. Nelson.
Look out.
Yeah. Now they're up by 2. Lawyer.
Oh, wow. That was not there.
Grant Nelson went up to get it. Phylon back with it. Nelson can do this. Alabama back on top.
And drawing that up, surprising to see Purdue have a sequence like that. Bad turnover, the play wasn't there on the lob, and then you don't match up, and Grant Nelson takes advantage.
Kaufman-Renn was great in the first half.
Without Cliff, there's just no resistance that can keep him away from his right jump hook.
I talked earlier about the opportunity for him inside without Edey, and he has taken advantage of that on a big stage tonight. Sears into traffic. Scoop. He walked before.
Nanos wants a block. Let's see on this replay. Certainly Sears driving the ball. Now that could have certainly, I think Kaufman-Renn got away with that little, it's almost like an offensive lineman pass blocking him there. That totally could have been a foul on Purdue.
Oilers take it back the other way. Looking to increase that 1-point lead. They want to get it inside. Now Amore is back in. And of course he's on Kaufman-Renn. Kaufman-Renn still gets it done. Sears. Phylon. Stevenson. Amore came up with it. 3 more. The freshman Phylon stays high.
The blockout for Purdue was almost too good. No one goes and pursues the basketball. And as a freshman, that is tremendous.
Smith. And a rebound to Nelson.
Boy, Amore just does such a nice job of getting vertical.
Phylon right back to Nelson and 2 more. Back and forth we go here in the second half. Crimson Tide back on top. Smith. Second time we've seen that this half.
He loves loves that pull-up jumper. There's a reason he's shooting 44% on the year off the bounce.
Combination of patient and aggressive. Omori, they shoot two.
Just nowhere there. You got to be in. Stevenson, a guy that can play the 2 through the 4. Nate Oates' offense. Like, Omori is the guy that you have to stop rolling to the rim.
73% free throw shooter on the season. Makes 1 out of 2. Alabama leads by 1. The freshman Cox back into the game.
We're getting late in the clock, and Purdue really hasn't done much of anything on this possession.
5 to shoot. Didn't get the shot they wanted. Omori, another rebound. Philon hesitates. And they got it now.
That little in and out just takes his defender off balance, and then it's right to the rim. Baron Philon knocking down threes and living in the paint. Season was 13 of 17 coming into this game, but they're missing 2 big ones.
Has been aggressive offensively tonight. Philon has as well. To Holloway.
Think about how good Bam is going to be when Chris Youngblood gets back. That's going to be scary.
Holloway, the transfer from Auburn, with a 3. Run. Smith back to Kaufman-Renn. From distance, the jumper.
I think with Omori in the game, the short roll is the way to get him going here. Trey Kaufman-Renn has posted everybody else up, but Omori's been able to give some resistance.
Holloway just hit the 3. Baseline to Reed. Heidi rebound.
Oh, Purdue lucky. Cam Heidi got back up there. Had no idea where Darion Reed was.
Looking for buckets on back-to-back possessions. Kaufman-Renn to Smith.
And Smith just 2 on that play.
4 straight points for the Boilers. Philon, Stevenson. Kaufman-Renn, 8 assists. Almost steps there from Boyer. Kaufman-Renn looking for one of his guards. Finds the freshman Cox. 8 to shoot. Pull up.
We got fouled. Wow.
Alabama was in this spot quite a bit in the first half, and that's coming from behind. Now down 1. Sears. Blocked. Heidi to Cox. Just hit a 3. How about another? Got it! There it is. And there it goes!
Allen Fieldhouse is chaotic. Mackey Arena is chaotic. But both of those venues, some of the best we've got. Thank you, Alabama and Purdue, for playing this home and home. We need more of it in college basketball.
Reitzel. Air ball. He's their best 3-point shooter. He'll try again. Second time
but
to go.
It didn't phase him one bit, Paul. And that's a guy that can get it going with one of the most efficient players in college basketball last year.
There's their top scorer, 1-on-1 against Nelson. 3 to shoot.
Good block.
Heidi. With Purdue, you saw the gold 6. By far, the most 6 over top 10 teams. Diabate hasn't been seen since the first half. And there's 2. Foul called. He fouled before the shot.
And that's kind of creeping in again, where Purdue's pick and roll defense has just not been as good here in the second half. Braden Smith has got to be in. He's in that right corner. As that ball goes away from you, you are taking on the roll man.
Sears thought he had it inside. 18 to shoot. It'll stay right here. Well, Alabama needs something here, Robbie. They've made 1 of their last 7 shots.
Well, Alabama made that run, and it looked like Purdue was kind of teetering, and then Purdue came right back at you. Diabate shooting 3s this year, and boy, that one was halfway down. Didn't guard him. Diabate, a guy that last year only took 11, made 1, but this year 2 of 3 from 3 on the season.
Alabama led by as many as 6 here in the second half. Shot clock to 10.
He traveled.
We come back to that word we used early. They look vulnerable against.
Absolutely.
Against
Their 5s, though, have done what they've needed to do. They've defended, they've rebounded, and they've been able to make some shots at the rim.
Cam Heidi to the party. He's not missed a three yet. There's his first. Smith another board. Boy, Robbie, from down 6 to up 7 like that. What a feed.
Toe speed that was.
Kaufman-Renn working against Nelson.
Good job by Nelson of just never giving an angle there. Made Kaufman-Renn score over the top.
This would be big. Offline. Nelson. Skip past to Reitzel. Huge.
Boy, what a look, though. LeBaron Philon easily could have taken that shot, but he had the presence of mind. Saw Reitzel on that wing wide open. Reitzel just made one off that reload a couple possessions ago, and that was the perfect decision in that point in time.
Things got nervy Monday night in that second half, Robbie. It was Reitzel who came up with a couple of big threes. Whistle away from the ball. It will stay right here with Purdue. The foul called inside. We'll see who this goes against. Well, there's the skip pass.
Yeah, there's that skip pass, and certainly Purdue in scramble mode off the offensive glass. Reitzel pays it off, and then so much attention going to Trey Kaufman-Renn. They're going to get it into him, and then you've got this skip pass. You see all these defenders, man, that they're just eyeing up Kaufman-Renn, and he makes a great choice to skip that thing across the floor.
Philon top scorer for Alabama just went to the bench with 3 fouls. Meanwhile, Kaufman-Renn.
Look at that. Oh, man. That's a good foul by Morey, though, especially with Kaufman-Renn. Some of his struggles at the line over the last couple years. He's missed a couple tonight. The footwork totally on display. Morey is sitting on that right jump hook. He leaves his feet, and he gets enough of Kaufman-Renn to affect that shot.
Robbie, he looks completely comfortable being priority number 1 of the set offense.
No, you know what? Matt Painter has talked about it all summer long in the fall about how effective he was at being the centerpiece of this offense. Now, if you're going to be the centerpiece, you've got to be able to make free throws.
Morey to the bench with his 4th foul. A lot of hoops coming up later. Keep it going in the second half of the Friday night doubleheader when Wisconsin faces their toughest test yet. The Badgers hope to make a statement against the number 9 Wildcats. Tips off right after this one, 9 o'clock Eastern on Peacock. Kaufman-Renn having himself a night, 22 points, but only 1 out of 4 from the line. Purdue on top by 5. Nelson, Holloway, one of their best three-point shooters, step back. Reitzel to Sears. In and out.
Well, he's had some good looks. That's another driving kick that generates a good look for an All-American.
Purdue more than happy, Robbie, now just to show the patience that they've had the entire night.
I mean, they want this game to be played in the half court. I thought Braden Smith could have let that go.
But he likes Kaufman-Renn inside.
For that reason, he is getting back to that right hand left short. Who's your 4th guy? And C.J. Cox has filled that role perfectly. Oh, what a play.
Inside to Nelson and count it. Nelson cuts it to 4.
Grant Nelson's living right. Back iron straight up and down.
The home team bounce on the road.
Yeah.
Braden Smith up to his average with 9 assists. Maybe another?
Yeah. Boy, with that side cleared out, that action is so hard to guard. Nelson's worried about Braden Smith, but we've seen Trey Kaufman-Renn be so effective with that floater in the mid-range.
Shot clock to 10. Sears double. Smith on the floor. Gets it to Ryan.
Boy, Smith just dug that thing out. And then who was first to the floor? Braden Smith was.
Smith will shoot 1 and 1. With the Boilers up by 6.
This is big. Trey Kaufman-Renn moving his feet really well. And as soon as Sears turned his back on Smith, he's down there to dig it out. He's the first to the floor, and Purdue gets a big-time stop on the defensive end.
It's a 3rd time in this half, Robbie. He's been on the floor.
He just competes at the highest level. I don't think it's anything crazy to say. When his time is done here, he's going to be the best point guard that's ever played at Purdue.
saying a lot.
It's been some good ones.
And his junior season has just started. Double-double tonight, 14 points, 10 rebounds, 1 and 1. To top it off, 90% from the line.
He's just a winner. He's a guy that you want on your team.
Purdue found themselves down 6. They're making almost 60% of their shots in this second half. 8 points is their largest lead. Corner three. First, chips it to Heidi.
Good block out there. Caleb First just rooted out Cliff Amore.
Rebounds on both ends have been much better than they were on Monday as well. Smith, first. Caleb First really showed up a lot in that first half, and now he'll go over the line. Downside for the Boilers, just 3 out of 8 from the line here in the second half. They've not led by double figures tonight. Lead of 10. Inside of 2 minutes, Purdue leading the second-ranked team in the nation by 10. Sears. Reitzel.
That was a long possession, though, Paul. I mean, that used a good 20 seconds. And now if you let Purdue burn 20 here, you're kind of running out of time.
They need some urgency there, Nate.
But you won't foul now because at this point, you've run this thing down to 10.
Smith, first. 5 to shoot. Got it off. Cam Heidi.
Wow, what a play by Cam Heidi.
Draws the foul against Nelson, and Heidi will go to the line.
In the second half, the 50-50 plays have gone the way of Purdue. This possession, you run clock, you get this thing on the rim, no block out on Heidi, and Grant Nelson fouls him going out of bounds. So Purdue for that's a perfect possession in the sense that you run 30 seconds off the clock and now you get 2 cracks at a foul shot.
And as you mentioned, Robbie, it comes on the heels of Alabama taking their time to get their
that last possession ran plenty of clock, and now you're down to 1 minute 8, and this could easily, if this free throw goes down, you're down double digits.
Now the lead is 9. Alabama's got to go. That's their best three-point shooter. Colvin to Cox inside of 1 minute.
Alabama's just going to play this out. I'm surprised they're not fouling. I mean, the percentage of winning this game is not high, but it's 0 if you don't foul. Now you foul at 9 on the clock. I just don't understand that.
The crazier things have happened than coming back.
At least give yourself a chance. Well, this building is delivered tonight. It always does, but man, for Bama coming in, number 2 team in the country, Mackey Arena was on fire.
Braden Smith has delivered a patient, productive game. Misses from the line, but he has a double-double. 16 points and 10 assists. Go back to Alabama. Just over 10 minutes left in the half, Robbie. They led 65-59. Purdue's on a 26-11 run since.
Yeah, Bama threw a haymaker, and then Purdue just came right back and knocked them out. The resilience they showed after the number 2 team in the country goes on a run like that, man, they just came out and delivered the last 7 minutes of this game.
Lead back up to 10. Sears timeouts.
Really eliminated yourself unless Purdue throws the ball away here.
Smith double teamed in the corner. Out to Lawyer. Break it. And Cam Heide will go back to the line. A lot of ways to look at what happened here in the second half. Stevenson will come back in for Alabama, but Bobby, both teams have made 9 3-pointers today. But you've got Purdue shooting only 16 of them, while Alabama, they posted 29.
And this has kind of been the story of their early season, that they were really injured in the fall. And you have to think maybe for the Crimson Tide, knocking off some of that rust. And certainly getting Chris Youngblood, who was the co-AAC Player of the Year last season, healthy, back from that ankle surgery he had to undergo. That will help him. Bama's got a ton of talent, and this stretch is going to test them. But this is a team that certainly can make it back to a Final Four. They've got that type of ability, and they're going to have to figure some things out here as they navigate this schedule.
Illinois, Houston, Rutgers coming up. We hit 10 seconds left. Sears to the basket.
Wow.
Colvin with the defense. And that'll do it. Purdue knocks off the second-ranked team in the country.
Well, let's listen in to Brian Passing's post-game conversation with the Crimson Tide head coach, Nate Oates. It's always presented by Cook's Pest Control. Give pests the full court press and call Cook's today to protect your home and business from pests and termites. A moment ago, here's Brian Passing with the head coach of the Crimson Tide, Nate Oates.
Joined now by Alabama head coach Nate Oates. Coach, you schedule games like this because you know your team's going to be challenged in a tough environment against a really good team, and that was the case. This Purdue team was really good here tonight.
Yeah, no, they're good. They're veterans. I mean, those backcourts played a lot of games. They know what they're doing. It looked like it. We need to do a better job with them. But, you know, Kaufman-Wren, who didn't have a great game against us last year, really had a game tonight. I mean, we didn't have an answer for him. So that was not – but we didn't anticipate him being as big issue as he was. You know, we knew Smith and Lawyer were a problem, but we didn't do a very good job on him in a post. So we got a lot of stuff we got to look at, you know, but I'd rather play a tough game, 4th game of the year, figure out what we got to work on and get back to the table and work on it.
Go back to halftime. You guys come in down 2. Didn't make a shot, but what did you tell the guys at the half, and how did you feel then?
Yeah, I mean, they hit that 3 at the buzzer. We would have been up 1. They hit the 3 at the end of the shot clock. That was, you know, you take those 6 points off the board. I thought we were in decent shape. And then, you know, we played well at the beginning of the second half, too. I think we got up 6 with about 11 minutes to go, and then we didn't close very well. They executed down the stretch. We didn't. We got in foul trouble. We gave up too many old boards. We gave up too many deep post catches, and we struggled with that action with Lawyer and Smith kind of coming downhill off the handoff. So we got some stuff we got to work on, but that's why we play these games.
Well, it doesn't get any easier. You played the Big Ten regular season champ. Now you play the Big Ten tournament champ in Illinois. What do you do between now and then to prepare?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to fix our stuff first, you know, look at what we had issues with, and then we got to get right to the Illinois scout. We can't dwell on this for too long other than learn from it. You know, we're going to have to work on our post defense. I don't think Illinois has got quite as good a post player as Kaufman-Wren. At least I hope not. We're going to have to, you know, learn how to guard these guards a little better. And offensively, we got to get our shooters a little bit more open. We didn't do a great job getting our shooters open tonight either.
All right. Thank you for your time, Coach.
All right. Appreciate it. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
That's the head coach of the Crimson Tide, Nate Oates. That post-game conversation presented by Cook's Pest Control. Alabama falling on the road here in West Lafayette to Purdue, 87-78 final score. Time for a quick scoreboard update presented by Alabama Power, a proud supporter of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama. Another final from earlier this evening. Florida tops Florida State 87-74, the final score there. It's Georgia leading Georgia Tech 29-19, just underway in the second half from Atlanta. Blue Collar Player of the Game presented by Maccabee Instruction. Build better, be better. Learn more at MaccabeeInc.com. That is MCABEEINC.com. And a lot of winning plays made by Grant Nelson on the boards. He had 11 rebounds, 12 points in this ballgame. So solid work done by Grant Nelson in this game for the Crimson Tide, and what ultimately turns out to be the first loss of the year. Also, this game brought to you by Evan Williams Bourbon. Make sure it's part of your game day traditions and, of course, game-winning celebrations. It's a slam dunk. Visit evanwilliams.com to find a bottle near you. Evan Williams, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43 to 45% alcohol by volume. Think wisely and drink wisely. Well, now we'll take a look at the road ahead. It's presented by Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer or explore Toyota.com today and take full advantage of the amazing deals on our full line of vehicles. No matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places. Brian Passing, you mentioned it with Coach Oates. Still a tough Big Ten opponent coming up on Wednesday in Birmingham when it will be Alabama against Illinois.
Yeah, hopefully a big sellout crowd at the BJCC. Huge game for Alabama. Illinois just outside the top 25, but an Elite Eight team a year ago. They won the Big Ten Tournament Championship. Brad Underwood has built a really good program in Champaign. And another tough matchup for Alabama, another tough team. Alabama a year ago played the nation's #1 toughest strength of schedule. I think it will be the same this year, and it's because teams like Illinois coming in, hopefully it'll be a great environment, similar to what we saw here tonight, but the majority of the people will certainly be wearing crimson and white in Birmingham on Wednesday.
Tough night tonight, but Brian, enjoyed being with you, filling in for Chris Stewart and Tom Stipe. Just thank you so much. Roll Tide.
Thanks for filling in. Not the result we wanted, but that's a great thing about college basketball.